Hi, my name is Jeff Pointer, and I like Star Wars. When the first time I saw Star Wars, I was probably like 2 or 3 years old, and I was just so amazed by it. It's amazing. I love it. I love it so much that I've wasted so much money on so many useless artifacts that I consider very useful. I got like lightsabers, I got this Vader, I got like 15 pop figures, I got a lot of pictures, I got a lot of comic books. There's too many comic books. There's just so many things that I have those Star Wars, and it's unhealthy. The person I was identified with in Star Wars is probably Luke. He's very whiny. I whine a lot about things like school. I hate school. Papers are not fun. I hate chores, and I just whine about it like Luke does. I was gonna go to Tosche Station and get some power converters, and I just go like, I don't want to do that paper. It sucks. I'm just like that all the time. But then he becomes cool at the end. Like I'm always cool, but I whine. So my favorite villain is Darth Vader, although he's not really a villain. He's just a tragedy villain. So if we're gonna go true villain, it's gotta be Emperor Palpatine because he's the only true villain of all of it. Besides that, Jar Jar is probably the worst thing ever. Although I have a theory, and many people agree with me. He's Darth Jar Jar Binks, and he's gonna kill all the Jedi, and that's what he did. Because he said it was okay for the clones to come around, and he gave all the power to Supreme Chancellor. Jar Jar, he's the key to everything. I think my favorite Star Wars movie is probably Empire Strikes Back, because it's got the most emotional gravity in it. Some people say Revenge of the Sith, but they're wrong. They're dead wrong. Attack of the Clones is the worst Star Wars movie ever. It's just not good. Anakin's like crying the whole time about falling in love with Padme. I've been in love with her since I was 10 years old. It makes no sense. I hate it. And then it's just not a good movie. It's awkward loving, and I hate it. I hate it so much. The newest movie coming out is called The Last Jedi. It's the 8th installment of Star Wars. I'm pumped. I hope Rey gets her hand cut off because that's a thing that happens in every movie. I think Kylo Ren's gonna be a giant baby like always. Luke Skywalker, no words. It's gonna be awesome. If you've never seen Star Wars, I question the world. The world we live in is a dark place, and if you haven't seen it, and you don't know anything, if you look at me and say you don't like Star Wars, your life will not last long. Some impressions I can do from Star Wars, and I'm really good at them. Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. Darth Vader. Chewbacca. Back when I was 7 years old, me and my brothers made a movie called Star Wars Kid Wars, where we had ninja swords and we just slapped at each other. And our cousin went over it with CG and made them real lightsabers, and it was awesome. And now I have actual lightsabers. I think without Star Wars, my life would be an empty void of nothing. Yeah, I have my family, but what does that matter with no Star Wars? I got my friends, but half of them are because of Star Wars. I sit around and I just watch Star Wars, and I think, what would my life be without Star Wars? An endless pit of despair. Sadness. Anyways, I love Star Wars.